Hi, Stitchers.
Hi, I'm Keisha.
I'm Laura. Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 170. Today is Sunday, February 9th, and this is a channel about cross stitch.
And friendship and rambles and lots of shenanigans in a day where you might be legally required in Kansas City metropolitan area to wear some sort of red because it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes. Mine is a special edition from this year that is for cancer support.
Oh,
And it's one they put
nice.
out, and it has really fun details. I love that they did this year.
Oh, cool.
Just all of the fun lines that are around the edge
Yeah.
of the arrowhead.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So I am definitely more of a baseball person than I am a
Yes.
football person. So I don't own like any Chiefs stuff, but I did have a shirt that had red. So I won't be excluded from the Super Bowl parties.
There you go. The other fun thing, and I want to know, is this a tradition for everybody or what? We have snack day on Super
Hmm,
Bowl Sunday. That's just the thing. So I made
fun.
Mexican layer dip, and Katie's going to make some rotel later on with some hamburger in it so that we can have nachos or whatever we want to
Hmm,
do with that. Yeah, she asked me what I wanted. She said, Mom, it's your day. What do you want? She's
nice.
the one who
That's fun.
cooks, so
Yeah. The where we're gonna go watch at least the first part of the Super Bowl because my husband works overnight, so we'll probably have to come home before it's over. But they're making chili, so we're having chili and the fixings and probably some snacks and stuff. So.
yeah. Chili is kind of a traditional thing, but I'm the only one in the house who likes chili.
Mm.
So that's okay. Rotel is a very close second.
Yes, I mean, can't turn that down.
And I got that layer dip, so I am good to go. We'll see
Right.
what kind of sweet stuff we have. I know we have more cannoli dip and the little sugared rice crackers. So
Ooh,
that'll
that
be,
sounds good.
yeah,
Hmm.
really yummy. But anyway, we started in all that without saying welcome.
Hello, hello.
We're happy to have everyone here. We know you have a lot of choices, so thank you for choosing to spend some time with us. We hope you enjoyed the crazy nearly hour and a half video last week when we did stats. Probably will be more organized at the end of February. I can never say that. February.
Yes.
And we will go through it a little more quickly, a little more organized, but then we wouldn't be us. So if you're new here, settle in, grab a drink, grab a piece of stitching. Let us know in the comments what you're stitching on. We always like that.
Mhm.
And if we come up with a question somewhere during this, then please answer that and we'll get back with you.
Yeah, for sure.
What's new with you, Keisha?
Uh, there's not a whole lot new with me. I saw my parents yesterday and went to lunch. That was nice. Went to
Nice.
the Bass Pro Shop in Independence, where we got to see all of the fish that are there in the aquarium, and my dad took James on the display of several boats.
Oh,
And
so
so
fun.
so he was pretending to be a ship captain. So, and I walked Owen around in a cart, around in a circle until he almost fell asleep in the cart.
So much to see out there, though.
Yeah,
So lots of fun, right?
for sure. What's new with you?
I finished my big model last
Oh,
night.
that's
That's the
exciting.
best thing.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it in plans, what else I'm gonna do. So because of course, one finish means that you do something else.
Right. Right.
Um, so are you ready to get into some stitching things?
Yeah, sure. You asked if I had any finishes, and I did have one finish that I can't show because I had to do some model stitching this week. But
Oh, yeah.
um, I was going to show everyone. We had some finishing time at the library. Katie showed me how to do some lacing and to finish my This Is Fine. So I got it finished and I popped it in a frame and I've already given it to my friend that I was going to give it to, and she loved it. So
Awesome.
she's not a stitcher, and I always get nervous about giving stitching to someone who's not a stitcher because they just don't understand like the commitment and the time that it takes to do something like that. So you always get a little bit nervous that they're gonna be like, "Oh, thanks," and you'll be like,
Yeah.
"I spent over 50 hours on this." Um, but she loved it, so that was my fully finished thing that I did.
Awesome. I did not do finishing during that. I was feverishly working on the model.
Mhm.
So I do have a little stash this week. I am a member of the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club. If you have not gotten yours for February, then look away. Look, I said it. So this one is called Sakura.
Okay. Ooh.
This is making me think of the one I get 32 count linen.
Hmm.
This is making me think of the one that I got, the toe beans.
Hmm.
But I
Yes.
love to stitch on pink, so there is
Hmm.
nothing wrong with pink. And
Yes.
then I got some new needles because, got to get those. And I
Right.
realized I've never shown this, but I picked up from Little House Needleworks Sea to Shining Sea, which now she has released it all as one pattern. And
Hmm.
she's done a conversion to Classic Colorworks.
Okay.
What I did not take the time to read and had not figured out is that you can still buy the individual pieces on one, two,
Hmm.
three stitch, and they are kitted up with the Belsoise silks.
Ooh.
So, but you get like one section at a time.
Gotcha.
So, this is one that I've always enjoyed. I don't know if I'll pull this out. Hey, look, it's a bunch of houses.
It's a bunch out.
Um, I don't know if I'll end up pulling this out anytime soon, but it's one that I've always liked. So at least now I get to look at it in my stash.
Right. It's a really pretty one.
Then I also picked up Mary 2 from Plum Street Samplers. Look at those reindeer.
Oh, look at that snowman.
Yeah, he's a little crazy down there,
I
right?
love him.
And I also got Mary 3. I love
Uh,
the polka dot snowballs. I'm not
yes.
sure about the cow.
You know what? The cow's just happy to be there.
We may see what if the cow stays or not. And then the other thing that I got is called For the Love of Stitching from Heartstring Samplery. And I saw this when we were looking for something and thought, I need to have this. So there's
Yes.
something about each thing, you have a
Hmm.
scissor case and you have um, thimbles and floss and needles.
That's fun.
I really like it. Now they did it on Picture This Plus Oaken
Okay.
has a pretty good, I think it would give a very antiqued, older look to this, but
Hmm.
I just really fell in love with that. And I thought, I got to get it.
Yeah, that's fun.
Who knows when it will be done? But, I got it.
Yeah, it's in your stash for whenever you do want to do
Yeah.
it.
So that's all my stash. And that moves us on to whips. And we
All
start
right.
with the same whip.
Yes, let's start with it.
So mine is on 32 count Soft Orchid by Color and Cotton.
Hmm.
And the thing we're talking about is Society Stitcher from the Black Needle Society, where Keisha and I are putting in 25 stitches per day.
Oh, the slowest amount of
Yes.
stitching. And I'm doing mine on 32 count Enchanted Forest from Forbidden Fiber Co. And it's Lugana. I don't know if I always say that. I'm doing mine over one.
Yeah. So here we go. So funny to see the two come together. And again,
Yes.
just how we approach things.
Right.
Keisha starts at the top,
Hmm.
although you're making your way across the bottom. Are you just trying to get a whole border?
So basically, I'm just doing everything in one color. So what is in your like kind of black navy-ish, I'm doing all of that. So I did the border across the top. and then the border down the sides, and so now I'm doing the bottom part, and then I'll probably do this color in the teacup. Mine is I'm not using any of the called for or even the called for color palette. I'm going crazy with it.
And I converted the DMC to overdyes. I finally finished the word Stitcher and I've
Nice.
started Society.
Yeah, and so the end of the curly T is about right here on mine. So we're about to meet up.
So it's kind of exciting because then we will pass.
After today, after done today's stitching, we'll have done 1,000 stitches on it.
And what are there? They're a little over 5,000, right?
Yeah, we should finish it on July 14th. So,
So if you want to catch up with this, get your supplies. If you're a member of the Black Needle Society Facebook group, that's where you can get this pattern. It's
mhm.
free in the files, and you could grab it and start it and catch up with this.
Yeah. And it's all charted in DMC if you don't like
Yes.
to mess with the overdyes or just have some. But I'm just pulling flosses that well, the floss that I have right there came from Katie. It was a gift from Katie, but I'm going to use floss other than that. I'm going to try to use flosses that have come in the box for the most part. And that fabric is a fabric that I got in the box. So
Awesome.
it's my year of BNS, just using stuff from the boxes that we've gotten.
I realize we started again without counting. I have four more whips.
I have three more whips. So
Ooh,
you
awesome.
first.
Okay. So we're just gonna, the mine are in just some random order. One that got called for me this week is Rose's Village by Madame Chantilly.
Ooh, so pretty.
I love it. It's so cute. And I'm stitching this with our friend Eunice. And I'm doing mine on a piece of, I always forget this, Fiber on a Whim, 32 count. I'm almost to the tag. Lagoon. And yes, it's 32 count. And so it has a little different look, but I love this because it's such a pretty little delicate piece. And fine, wiggle out. I decided this week that I want to attack this kind of like I'm doing Christmas parade,
Hmm.
that instead of trying to color complete, which is my norm, I'm going to do a section at a time.
Okay.
So there are two little houses here, and I will stitch them and then everything above and below. And
Awesome.
yes, okay, so I started on the brown of the house. And when I was doing this, I thought, oh, I'm going to go up the side because it's just one stitch at a time there. So I
Hmm.
know that I have stitches that are not crossed.
Okay.
Just
Nice.
going to tell you that I know I do. And I didn't count them. Didn't even count them as half because I thought I'll just count them next time and
Yep.
it'll work.
There you go.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
You're thinking you're getting a show today.
Right, right. I'm just watching you. I didn't do any stitching. Let me see. So, I'll tell you just straight up, most of the projects that I have this week, I don't have a whole lot of progress on because I did 1,000 stitches on a model this week. But I'll show you what I did anyway. The first thing I worked on, and probably the thing I worked on the most, is Canoe Ride from Mill Hill. I'm trying to get this one done by the end of the month. Really gotta start going though, if I'm going to. And here is where I am.
Ooh.
So I've almost finished the canoe. Kind of I was trying to figure out like what order I was gonna put in things because there's definitely like the trees, the water, the sky. Um, so I kind of did this and then I was like, I'll just start at the top of the floss list and just work my way down. So that's what I'm doing now.
That'll
But
be fun.
yeah, it's I'm really liking working on it. I like Mill Hills anyway, so it's been kind of fun to return to one.
Very cool. Okay, my next one is a salty yarn
Mm.
by Hands On Design for Salty Yarns. And I am not working on the big one yet. I am working on these three little fobs. I already finished the little guy, and I am now working on this one. And I just started working on it again last night. Oops, I did not push my needle through. There we go. Um, and I last night I had the big fish hook in, but I put in
Mhm.
the other fish hooks and
Oh,
started
fun.
one here. Um,
Nice.
And I have decided I love this size needle minder and I
Hmm.
need a whole bunch more.
Oh, yeah, for your little ones.
Yes, and there's a really good magnet on it. We got this at camp from
Hmm.
Daphne, and I just love that. So
Yes.
anyway, that's my little happy fish. He's so cute, and he gets to stay out this week and I'll finish him this week
Oh,
because
okay. That's
he's
exciting.
one that is drawn twice.
Okay. Yeah, I have some of those myself.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in plans. So, the next thing I worked on, and it didn't get a whole lot of stitches, but I'm going to show them every time anyway. We got a comment. From someone that's like, I love that pig. So now I just feel like even if I do a couple stitches, I'll show the pig. So I worked on Flying Pink Piggy. The artwork is by Lisa Victoria and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I'm doing this on a piece of 25 count linen, and I'm doing it 1/1. So here he is again. I just put in a little bit of pink across here. I didn't do that many stitches, but I'll look at it anyway.
It's a few more done, right?
Yes, yes. So. Um, always excited to work on this one.
He's just the happiest.
He's just the happiest. I love him.
My next one, I'll have to put in a photo here. This is Simpler a Bouquet by Jardin Privé. I'm sure I butchered that. And I got to put in some stitches on it. I have a hanging thread, so just know that it's up there. But this is the whole thing so far. Well, not quite the whole thing because
Mhm.
I showed you guys last week, I've done the border all the way across the bottom just so I knew how far. But what I worked on is inside this motif, and I put in
Okay.
all of those stitches this week.
Wow.
And I'm trying to think. I think I had to do 180 stitches, and that's over 180,
Okay.
which
Wow.
seems
Very cool.
really weird, right?
Hmm.
But
Man, you
yeah.
just never know until you count things, right?
Mhm. And I am doing my own floss conversion on this, which is fairly close to what they had. I just pulled some threads and from my stash and I'm using those. The fabric is from Doug and Vicky from IX Stitch, and they named it Sunny Lara.
Oh,
And it
fun.
was, they specifically, I told them I would like to have a piece of fabric for that piece, and that's what they chose for me. So I really love it. It's fun to work
Perfect.
on.
Yes.
So
Okay, the last thing I worked on, because I told Laura I have about a bajillion models I have to stitch on, and this one I can show you. I, I pulled back out Knowledge is Power from the Black Needle Society. I'm stitching it on a piece of 32 count Wapo blue linen from Needle Bling Designs. I had to try to remember that. And it's all the called for because it's the model for Katie. Here is where that is. It's so bright and happy. I
And
didn't
you
do a
got the
whole.
big brown thing done already, right? So
Yeah, man, oh man, doing the Capitol was no fun.
awesome.
Um, but I finished this kite up here and then I started working on the train station. So I didn't get a whole lot of stuff done on it, but
I was trying to decide if you had the whole rainbow done the last time that we saw
yes,
it. So
yes, I had all of that done. Um, Actually, I stitched a lot of this. I had some of it done before, but I didn't like the way my stitches looked, and I had started it like with the first part that was released with the schoolhouse, and I didn't like it. So I restarted this actually when I was on my maternity leave, and got all of it done except for what I just told you about. So it's been a while since I pulled it out, but Katie's like, I need that. I know I told you no deadline, but I need that. So.
Okay, my last one is Spring Moon by Plum Street Sampler.
Mhm.
And I am stitching on 36 count Old Mill Java by
Mm.
R&R. And this one, I am working on the basket. And so this week I got to, I don't know if you're, is it too? Yeah, it's okay. This week I got to fill in some of the old brick in the
Okay.
basket. So I only have the rest of that to go.
Wow.
And that will make me very happy. And then, I get to build a great big house.
Sure.
But that's okay. I really like this pattern. If you don't know, I like rabbits, but I like them to be more realistic. I know this one is really fun. This was originally designed as a piece for a retreat hosted by Fox and Rabbit in
Mm,
Australia. So I got mine from them. I believe I bought it as a kit,
okay.
but darn, I like this one
Yes, very
so
fun.
much. And that is the end of my whips.
Wow. Good stuff this week.
I think I worked on a few more things, but I said, oh, it wasn't that many stitches, and I'll just wait and show them another time
There you go.
because, yeah, one of them I could show you every week, and I would show you about 100 stitches every week. So that would not be exciting. So we're ready for some plans.
Yes, yes. I was just pulling up my plans for our group where we do some challenge stitching. And so I we kind of reset our boards, and so I have a few new things on there, which I kind of talked about last time a little bit. But there so a person finished something, and then they were the star stitcher, and then it was also the number that was called.
Wow.
So for like that one thing, I have to do 460 stitches. Uh,
Hey,
which is it's Canoe Ride, which is what I need to get finished by the end of
that's
this month anyway.
awesome.
So, and then another person had to finish, and they're also assigned to Canoe Ride. So, so I have to do
560.
yeah,
Yeah.
560, but I need to do more than that if I want to get it done on time. So, I'm looking forward to working on that some more. I'm glad that I have the push that I need to work on it. And then the pig should get some more stitches as well. And I will start Waffle Lot by Hands-On Design this week, so that's exciting. And then I may work on Lady Justice some more.
Awesome.
And I will do lots and lots of stitches on models because do you want to say the exciting model that we've received now?
Yeah, now I'm still waiting for fabric, but
Mhm.
Katie's finished the
Yes.
frogwarts pattern. And so we are going to be starting that and working on it. I told Keisha she doesn't have to wait for me to start. As long as we finish together, we're good.
Mhm. We always finish on the same day. It's very important to us.
Yes,
And by very important to us, I mean we it's tradition at this point.
it is. It is.
So,
Nobody finishes before the other one,
no,
except they
no.
really do. It's always Keisha.
I always save the eyelets at the very least so that I can finish with Lara.
I think
But
my plan this year is to, as I'm moving across, to work the over one quote.
mhm.
It's a
Oh,
long one this year.
yes, it is. And I
So,
always go back and do that later. So
yeah,
maybe I'll do as you're doing.
yeah. I don't think I want to do it all at the end. Because I finished the model that I was on, I get to start this.
Ooh, I love
This,
it so
if you
much.
don't know what this is Home is Here, designed by Katie, the Black Needle Society. There's a post on Instagram on the Black Needle Society. And if you donate to World Central Kitchen through our Ko-Fi, then you can get this pattern. You have to donate at least $6. Then you can get this pattern free and you can stitch this with me too. What I loved is that their state flowers, the poppy, and it just looks so gorgeous in there.
Yes. So pretty. I can't wait. I probably won't start it with you, but I will stitch that eventually. It's so pretty.
I just made this my reward for finishing the model.
Hmm.
And so then as soon as I finish, Katie's like, "Are you going to start it?" No, it's
I,
late. My eyeballs are crossing. I know, not today.
I
But
need a breath.
yeah, but it's okay. I got that one done and I'm really excited. She's already gathered all the floss and I need to choose a piece of fabric, which we'll do a little bit later on today,
Hmm.
and that will just be fun.
Yes,
So
for sure.
I'm really excited about that one. Um, I need to get started on Jack's stamp collection. Not sure if I'll do that this month or another time. And then I'm trying to think what I put in that little bag because I put something else that I want to start in there. My brain is like short circuiting.
Mm.
It has to be something smallish. I can't think. But my things this week, I had it pulled up. I will be stitching on a fishtail that I showed you. I'm going to pull out another one that I haven't had out since New Year's, and it's a stitcher's house, and that will be fun. I get to do that one, 180 stitches on that. And then, somebody had to finish, so I'm going to work on Blackberry House. Oh, I didn't bring that home from school because I
Mm.
knew I'd work on it again. So you get to see all of my progress next week.
So exciting.
And then, oh, I wrote the wrong thing on this one. Then I get to work on Frog Love, Frog Prince, which is the rabbit holding up the frog. And that's the one that I'm doing for our friend. And then I am also going to work on Sampler a Bouquet again. And I get to pull out Peace Band Sampler and I get to pull out Rose's Village again.
All right.
So yours are all on one piece, and I will be working on one, two, three, four, five, six, seven pieces this week. And the testing is kind of coming to an end, so I will have to pull out those pieces at work and really work furiously to get some things done. I did tell Keisha the 36 count was not very fun at work in the low lighting that we keep in our room.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So it may be some of the bigger things that I work on.
Hmm.
But I'm excited about that. I don't get to work on Spring Moon this week.
Mm.
And I haven't gotten to work on Winter Moon, but that's okay. I will get back to it too.
Right.
So,
It's okay. It'll all come back around.
yeah. So that's a lot. And I'm really excited about all the stitching. I will stitch during the Super Bowl. So we'll see what I get done. Maybe I'll try and pull out all of the things I'm working on this week and see if I can knock out some of them. Maybe I'll
Oh,
work
okay.
on Sampler a Bouquet right here under my good light
Yeah.
and get my
Good.
stitches in on it. So,
Awesome. I don't know if I will stitch during the Super Bowl because I'll be in a house with a bunch of energetic boys. So,
young boys, yeah.
yes. Yeah, the old
So,
boys probably won't be that energetic. I don't know.
so I'm thinking you're going to have plenty of shenanigans to deal with.
Oof. And I know that there won't be a whole lot of rambling during the game.
Hopefully, it's on the field, rambling down the field.
That's right.
So, with that, there's nothing left to say except bye.
Bye. Have a good week.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.